Welcome back, students, to one more session of financial management, to be precise, tourism finance. So, in the last class, we were studying about the first part or first few types of short-term finances or credit. So, we'll continue our session today. So, I'll be sharing my screen now. So, today we'll talk about the next type of trade credit, that is trade acceptances. So I've told you yesterday about notes payable. So this is a elaboration, or you can say the further part of trade notes payable. We call them as trade acceptances. So trade acceptances are nothing but a draft drawn by the seller on the buyer that orders the buyer to pay the draft at some future time period. Say for example, I am a business person and I'm selling. I'm a trader or a business, or say I'm having a restaurant, I'm selling some products to you. So I'm the seller, you are the buyer, and you have bought goods from me and you didn't pay me today. You have said you will pay in a future time. So I'll make a draft or a bill or an invoice stating that you have to pay me certain amount at a certain date. So I'm not requesting you, I'm not saying please, it's an order that you have to pay. I'm not saying please pay me. So it is an order at a future pay to pay a particular amount. So this is done so that you have a written document. If the buyer fails to pay, he can use it as a proof or evidence to go for further say legal procedures if needed. So trade acceptance is a draft. So a draft is what? It is a signed written order. Means both the seller and the buyer, that is the drawer and the drawee, will sign it and tell how much amount to be paid and to whom to pay. So you should pay me or you have to pay my creditor. That is written on that. So we have three parties: drawer, drawee, and payee. So drawer is the person, the seller. Drawee is a buyer, and the payee is the person who will receive the money. So if I'm telling you pay me, I will be the drawer, I'll be the payee. If I'm ordering you to pay my creditor, means I have to give somebody money. So on a behalf of me, instead of you paying me, you will pay to my creditor. Okay. So many a times the drawee and the payee are the same. Only sometimes if you have transferred it, then the payee will be different. So it is a written document with a signature, a date, stamp, amount, the time of payment, and all those such details. Next type of short-term credit, that is spontaneous credit, we call it as accrued expenses. Now, as you are doing business, we have certain bills to pay every month or every fortnight. Say, for example, you have employees in the office and workers in the factory outlet. So you have to pay your wages, your salaries, taxes, interest, rent, all these expenses which the due date is near, but you didn't pay. Say, for example, you had to pay last week the salaries, but you didn't pay. You're delaying the payment. So such expenses which you have to pay, but you didn't pay are called as accrued expenses. So it is a short-term liability. Say, for example, a few days, maybe a month or so. Okay. So from accrued expenses, what will happen as you are getting an extra benefit. So normally salaries is paid at the end of the month. You're not paying before. So if you stretch that still more, say 8 days more, that 8 does makes a world of difference, because it's a huge amount if the company is really great. So that much time you can use that money for other purposes and then get it back and then pay your employees, pay taxes or bank loan. So there is no direct cash cost because you are not paying interest. If 8 days you have made the late payment, you're not paying interest on your wages. You will give that much amount only. So it is a no interest. So there is no cost, direct cost, but it can reduce the morale of the employees. Taxes benefit is till the due date. Normally what happens is taxes till the last day. Say for example, if you are an employee, you will wait until July 31st. So that much breathing period you have. You don't have to, even if you pay on the last day, you don't have to pay any penalty or interest. So that much amount you can use it for other purposes, and on the due date you can pay it. So it is a no cost, can say loan or liability. Okay, so these are the different types of spontaneous finances. So in this we have studied about trade credit, notes payable, trade acceptances, IOU, and finally accrued expenses. Now we'll move on to next type of short term, sorry, before that, before moving on to the next one, we'll just list down the advantages of spontaneous financing. So I told you in my last class also that here there is a convenience because it is between the understanding between the buyer and the seller. So you have trade partners for the long time, you have trust bondings, then you can get the credit because continuously you're doing business on them. So there is no legal bonding. There is, you don't have to fill in the papers, documents, this card, that card, nothing. Okay, so whenever you want, you can raise it. If you have money, you can pay it back. It is without interest. So it is a very flexible type of a finance because you're giving, and if you want to make early payments, you'll get discount. You can stretch the payables. You can make up a IOU document or a trade acceptance and transfer it to somebody else also. So it's a very flexible way of doing or getting short-term loan without much cost. Now, the discounts and all which you give to your buyers, or the cost which you are small, the small cost which you have to incur. Say for example, you have want immediately money. I said you can sell that notes payable to the bank and get immediate money, but you have to pay a small amount of commission. So who will bear the cost of say the commission or the discount? So if you are doing business in a competitive market where the cost of collection you can't pass on to the product price. Why? Because it is, if you pass on that price to the cost price of the product, the price of the product will increase. So I can't do that. So what will I do? I will bear it myself. So it will be the extra burden. So the cost of a trade credit, if it is a competitive product, will be borne by the suppliers, because if he passes on to the product, the product will become costly and it will hamper his demand and sales. Next, it will be borne by the buyer when cost can be fully passed on through the higher prices. So if it is not that a competitive product, you can push on your cost to the product and finally to the buyer, because the buyer don't mind, because you're giving good service, because it's not a highly competitive market. You have a rather monopoly market. Sometimes it is shared by both. Part of it is borne by the supplier, part of it is borne by the buyer. So when slight increase in price is possible, so part of that will be borne by the buyer and remaining will be borne by the supplier. Okay, so we'll go to the next one. Second type of short-term finance, we call them as negotiated finance. So before doing this, we'll do a quick recap of what we have learned. So we have learned the terms of trade. We have learned about open account credit and spontaneous financing. Okay, so for spontaneous finances, we have two sources, trade credit and accruals. So credit is given by one account to another. It may be in the form of open account arrangement, notes payable, or trade acceptance. What is an open account? Arrangement where the sales are made with no formal debt account. So you're not making a bill, you're not making an agreement. You're just giving credit to somebody based on your long-standing relationship. Here we use the terms like cash on delivery, net period, without discount, net period with discount. So cash on delivery, you know that when you receive the product, you give the delivery. So it's a risk-free because problems such as refusal of shipment by customers are avoided completely. Then net period, CBD also is there, that is cash before delivery, that you pay first, then you get the delivery. Then net period means you are giving some time without tie discount. Say for example, you're giving net 30 means full payment in 30 days. One more thing you have, net period with discount means you're telling that if you pay within 10 days, you will get a particular amount of discount. Without that, you can pay up to 30 days. So then we have seasonal dating. So this is for seasonal products. So before the peak sales, you have to order and get the delivery, and you can pay up till the peak time. Then stretching account payables means even after the due date, you are trying to take say 8 more days or 10 more days. So you are stretching the account payable. Then notes payable, it is like a promissory note that you are writing a document saying that I will pay you after certain date. So it is a legal format. You have a legal document in case the person doesn't pay, you can use it legally. Similarly, trade expectancies, it is a draft made by the buyer who is called as a drawer, instructing made by the seller who is called as a drawer, instructing the second party that is a drawee to pay a specified amount to a particular person, normally the drawer only. Then accrued expenses. So bills, amount, wages, rent, which we get extra time. We are deferring, say many of the small businessmen in small towns like Hubli, Dharwad, they make a salary payment on 8th, on 6th. That's why they are giving this 8 days extra breathing time. So you are getting, you can use that for some other purpose of your business and then pay your salaries, because on salaries, nobody pays interest or penalties. Similarly, on taxes, we pay it on the last date. Okay, so this is all about trade credit. Why trade credit is used? Because it's very simple. It is based on long-standing relationship. It is flexible. There is no legal arrangement, no legal procedure, long-term, and so on. So this is all about trade credit or spontaneous financing. So that's all for today. In our next class, we'll study about negotiating finance. So you have any doubts? Welcome for your queries. I'll see to it that next time they have been covered. So that's all for today. Please subscribe so that you get the next video. Comment so that I can understand you have understood it, and you do, even if you don't understand, raise a query and comment on it. So that's all for today. Have a good day.